This is where I explain to you why Korea is a PCbang culture. Now what are PCbangs? PCbang means PC room. It's a room where you can use a computer. Just about every PCbang costs like Chunwon per hour. That comes out to about like less than $1 an hour. It's an insanely good deal, and you might wonder, why are they so cheap? How do they make money? And how do so many of them exist and stay in business? These are mostly for kids, like middle school and high school kids. Because if you've ever been inside a PCbang, you'll notice that most of the people there are kids, and mostly they are playing games. Why do these exist? Why do they exist so that kids can use them, and why are so many kids using them? You got to ask yourself the question, why aren't these kids playing games at home? Parents aren't going to let their kids play games at home. Korean parents generally are the ones who are sending their kids to all these other private institutions in addition to like public school. And when the kids have free time, the parents expect that those kids are studying. And what are the kids doing? No, they're going to PCbangs. They're giving their parents some kind of excuse like, yeah, I'm in the library, or yeah, I'm in the study room. But no, they're actually gaming. PCbangs are like safe haven for kids. They're cheap, they're dark, there are tons of kids there, and there are lots of games there. Kids don't really own video game consoles because, yeah, their parents wouldn't want them to own like a dedicated video game machine. And it would be really hard for them to use the computer at home for gaming without getting caught. So that's why PCbangs exist. Or at the very least, that's how they stay in business. Now you might be wondering, well, why don't people go around and shut all these businesses down and get kids to be in places where they ought to be? I think that's a good question, and because like these places don't really have a good purpose. I mean, if they're really useful for tourists who don't have internet access, you don't need like 100 per square mile, you just need one. And with all these smartphones, like who really doesn't have internet access anymore? So I don't know why no one's going after all these PCbangs, but they exist and they're for kids, and that's not so good, but that is PCbang culture. And just for those still wondering, do you know why all those DVDbangs exist? DVDbang is a DVD room where you can rent and watch DVDs cheaply. Who goes to these places? Usually couples. Guess why? I think you figured it out, and you're correct. So yeah, PCbangs, DVDbangs don't quite exist for the best reasons.